All right, so the next part of this assignment is to use the information and figure out um, just all the relationships between the different types of energy and to solve for different things. So we're going to focus on gravitational energy first, but before we even get there, we need to read this key information. So person 1 and person 2 were dropped from a resting position of 1.04 meters. Analyze the data from the experiment using the data tables below. The controls from the experiment include the following. So mass of person 1 is zero point 0 or zero point 0.6 kilograms. Mass of person 2 is zero point 0.8 kilograms. Gravity is 10 meters per second squared or per second per second. The height of the drop, once again, is 1.04 meters. So this is important to remember because that tells me that each person is dropped from the same position, gravity is exerted on them the same amount, but they have different masses. So that means their exact numbers of their energies might be slightly different. Okay? So, first part, gravitational energy. What is the relationship between gravitational energy and the height of an object? To find out, open up Desmos and transfer the information from this table into Desmos to create the graph. So I have two different data tables right here. I'm going to open up Desmos, wait for it to load. And then first thing you want to check is, are you signed in? If you are not signed in, go ahead and sign in. And then if you notice here, we have H and G instead of X and Y. The H stands for height and the G stands for gravitational energy. So enter your data below for person 1. So what I'm going to do is, here's person 1. I'm going to start entering the data. So 1.04, 1.04, and then 6.24, 6. Oops, that's a 2, 6. Oh my goodness, 6.24, 1.04. So 6.24, 1.04, 1 point, wait, is it 1 or 6? 6, sorry. 6.19, I saw that twice, 6.19, 1.04, and so on and so on. So that's just a refresher. I mean, you're going to put all of these numbers. I'm not going to do it for the sake of the time of this video. So what you're going to do after you put all of the numbers from the data table is, I'll show you how I did that. Click this magnifying glass so it zooms in on your data points. So I'm not going to see a pattern really well until I have all of my data points put in. So once I do that, I'm going to go down to my A slider, remember, and figure out which of these lines make the most sense. So because I don't have all of my data, I don't know which line is correct yet. Once I figure out whatever line it is, remember to click out. So get rid of, I'm just doing an example, so don't pay attention. All the other lines that don't make sense. Okay, after I do that, I'm left with whatever pattern it is. This is not the right one. I'm just showing you an example. And then I can go ahead and do person 2. So I'm going to input all of my person 2's data in here. And then after I do that, I want to click save. I'm not going to click save since this is not correctly done, but that's how you would do it. And then when I'm all done with that, say I have, let's see, I'm going to make a fake line for, oops. So, okay, sure, let's go with the black line. So I'm going to say that is my 2 lines that I have for person 1 and person 2. Pretending that that's correct, I want to zoom out so I can see all of my data. Maybe zoom in. play with the zooming until your data is good to see. And then I'm going to click Share Graph, Export Image. Okay, I'm going to make sure that when it loads that I can see all of my data points. So if I need to zoom in or zoom out, I can do that. And then I'm going to download the PNG. After I download it, see that it pops up right here. If you have a Chromebook, remember it pops up over there. I'm just going to click and drag where it says Insert Graph. And then I have my graph. I can go on and answer the rest of my questions. All right.